just the timing of everything again? I mean, finding out right before a game, you guys.
Well, I'd say the disappointment is that our goal was to get to the NCAA tournament. 5 teams in the ACC made it, which we feel were all very deserving. We tied with 2 of them for 4th place, and were on the bubble to get into the NCAA tournament. And it appears to me that we needed one more win any place along the way, either in the non-conference, in the regular season conference race, or in the tournament, that would have gotten us over the hump and into the NCAA tournament. But since we did not make that field, we're very excited to be a part of the 75th anniversary of the NIT. I played in it as a college player. The semifinals and finals are held in New York at Madison Square Garden, the most famous basketball arena in the world. And since we have a number of guys who are from New York, including members of the coaching staff, we're very excited about the opportunity that we have to play an outstanding Valparaiso team, a team that won their conference and will be a very formidable opponent in our first game.
Did you feel like you should have been a 1 seed, the NIT?
I didn't look at it either way. I mean, I just felt like this team deserves to be in a postseason and have a chance to continue to play. I thought we made a lot of progress this year. We had a great practice today, even though Malcolm didn't practice, his foot was bothering him. But the other guys were very energetic, very competitive, and I think they're all looking forward to playing again.
Malcolm, you look pretty upset. Is it just because of the postseason you want to be the big dance, or not happy with how things turned out?
Very disappointed. Sometimes things happen. It would have been, a blessing to go to the NCAA, but we weren't fortunate enough, and I'm just happy we have a few more games left in the postseason. NIT, we played last year, and we really wanted to get to the Garden, so this would be a great chance and opportunity to get to this year.
What did you guys feel as you sat down and watched the NCAA tournament field reveal? Did you have a good feeling?
No, we watched it together as a team after practice in our conference room. I think we all understood what the experts were predicting, but you keep your hopes alive. I remember last year, no one was predicting that VCU would get in, and not only did they get in, but made it to the Final Four. So I think every team that was on the bubble, probably all the teams that are in the NIT, all thought they had a shot at the NCAA, and we all start out at the same point, wishing in one moment that we'd be in the NCAA playing this week, but when that doesn't happen, you got to completely focus on the situation that is ahead, and that's playing in the NIT and competing again in a postseason.
You talked about strength of schedule. You guys play some tough non-conference teams. I guess several of them with Reggie out and DeQuan out. But were you surprised that I only got in? I think their strength of schedule was about 150 or 160.
Well, again, I didn't hear any explanations or an interview from the committee, but my experience tells me that those members of the selection committee do an incredible job of looking at every facet of your resume, and whatever it was that they felt made each of the teams that was chosen the best 68-team field. I'm sure they look closely at us and Ole Miss and Tennessee and Arizona. I mean, they don't leave any stone unturned, and they do a great job. So it is what it is, and you got to move on.
Do you allow yourself, Jim, to look back and say, this game or that game, or I had done this, or we had done that, or?
I do that every day of my life. Shortly after I got married, I wondered if that was the right move. I told my wife, well, I think I'm too young. But she said I wasn't, and of course she was right. And we've been able to enjoy a 41-year marriage. So, but you always, look back and say, what would I do differently? Because that's how you learn. That's how you improve. After games, win or lose, we review the tapes and decide, okay, what would we do over again? The first time we played Carolina, we got shellacked pretty good. And I know the players did not feel good about themselves, but we'd only been together for 5 days as the 8 guys who were playing. And I told the guys, hey, we're going to be better now. And we were. The next time we played them, it was a darn close game. We led by 5 at the half, and it was a close game to the end. When we played at Florida State, played them tough. We only had 1 day to prepare. We had more days to prepare this when we played them at home, and we were able to beat them. In the tournament, we had basically no time to prepare. We got done with the game at midnight, got to sleep at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and had about a 40-minute review. But it's not the same as preparing for an opponent and really having days to prepare. And at this time of year, you don't have a lot of time. So we'll begin preparing tomorrow, but we do have 2 full days. We don't have to travel. We're at home, and that gives us a chance. But we're playing a very different team than the teams in our league. One of the things about our league is it's very big, and we can match up with some big teams. Valparaiso is not that. They're a 3-point shooting team, and we got to prepare our guys to defend a lot of perimeter players.